Hello and welcome everyone. Arif Gilany here at the Ministry of Miracles. Today I have the pleasure of having Mr. Bruce, originally from Toronto or Ontario, now in British Columbia, watching our presentation as a critic, as someone who's been in the business for over 30, 40 years, and we want to give you the best reviews. So I wanted to welcome Bruce before we get started. Just say hello to everybody that's going to watch this for training purposes.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Pleasure to be here.
And also I have Andy, our partner in Toronto, that I've been talking to and designing this. This presentation is actually a lot of effort done by Andy, but I wanted to introduce everyone here in the room or that watches this training program with, I wanted to start with introduction of Ministry of Miracles. The idea was conceived because every person that I know of is, going to a root of religion, whatever, be asking for the better outside of themselves. They're asking for God, for Heavenly Father, for Muslim, for Jehovah's, for whatever, Muhammad, to bring them happiness, to bring them joy, to bring them all of the prosperity that they want. This is the traditional way. I wanted to introduce this Ministry of Miracles as a way to bring you resources that you would need to go with your prayers, my ladies and gentlemen. Again, we talked to a lot of groups of community people. These programs are a result of after COVID-19, and we have online, hybrid, fully funded programs in several different areas. Number one, in education. Number two, in financial services. And number three, in personal and professional development. And we have great coaches, number one coach in education, and number one tax and accounting and payroll, people who know the system to educate our franchisees. So with that, allow me to go to the next. As far as everyone here in Canada is concerned, Bruce, you know, you've been in the accounting business and you dealt with people who made a lot of money and lost a lot of money. But ultimately, our belief is that everybody wants money, time, and the freedom to do what they want, when they want, with whoever they want to do it. That is my take on entrepreneurship. The other part is people. So we wanted to introduce you to our concepts through stories. I believe in storytelling. And this is a story of a little boy in the northwest of Iran on the border of Turkey and Iraq, right here in the picture. That's one of them. Two of my sisters are in the front. I'm way in the front row in the back. So I believe that education is the river that leads to the sea of success, equal opportunity, justice, health and wellness, and way much more. Friends, if we don't educate ourselves in one specific part in life, I believe that every person is really, really, really good at one single thing. It might even be a little thing. It might be a little habit, but you know what you're really good at. And we want to find out what you're good at and dig it up and help you do that. And I speak from a lot of experience. At age of 22, I came to Canada as a refugee. I started my career at the mailroom at Canadian Tire, Yonge and Eglinton in Toronto. I delivered mail from the first floor to the 18th floor. I got to meet CEOs. I say good morning. I saw a different behavior as the floors went up. It's socioeconomic levels in America, we call it. There's 7 different socioeconomic, and I experienced this through my experiences. I was hired by FedEx Corporation to go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for 6 months for leadership training at Fred Smith's office. And I used that experience to travel the Americas and love all of the states, and an incredible land of opportunity. But we are here in Canada. I was here to serve. I got into the financial services in 2005, got my licenses. And 2 years later, I left my job at FedEx, fully dedicated to financial services, because I thought, Bruce, that was my way to serve people. Let me slow down and tell you the story quickly. Somebody came to my house. My daughter was born. And he says, listen, you don't have any family here, do you? No. Well, what happens if, God forbid, you had an accident, let's say your bike or your car, and you died? Who's taking care of your daughter? Do you have enough money saved up? And it got me to started to think, and I said, no, okay, what's the cost? How much does it cost you? What is this? You know, in our culture, they say Allah will take care of my family when I die. Well, Allah is not coming down to take care of no family. You got to be prepared. You have a plan. So I signed up for insurance, and at the end of presentation, the guy said, do you know how much I made to sell you this presentation, fill up this paperwork? I said, how much? He said, okay, $72 policy times 12, that's about $720. I made about $900 right away, and then some residual incomes. And you can do that too. I said, really? Yeah. There's a license. You need to go and get your license, and then you can come and start. So I started that out, and in 3 years, I reached 200,000 in income level, and the rest is history. 5, 6 years later, I started the Camel Company of Canada. Now, entrepreneurship for immigrants is a result of developing the Camel Company of Canada from one single idea. I saw a product, it says good for arthritis. I tested with my mother, it happened. And I said, okay, how do I idea to product to factory in Mongolia to distribution to Canada? Millions of people in Canada and US need the skills, need the opportunity, and need people, experts who help me. So I'm introducing them to those experts through this. Our goal is to futurize traditional business model by implementing platforms, innovative products, and services that benefit all Canadians. All Canadians. Bruce, not for immigrants. This is not for any specific community. It's for all. Mission is to educate and empower Canadians to achieve financial independence. Bruce, you're in financial services. You do insolvency, sir. You see how many Canadians claim bankruptcy, are behind on their mortgages. You know, the numbers are astronomical.
Yes.
So as far as, you know, money goes, there are only 4 legal ways to make money as an employee. We need a dance. Educated people have read about Robert Kiyosaki. This concept is very simple. You make money as an employee for an hour, or you go self-employed. You start a doctor, lawyer. The more clients you get, the more money you make. Business owner is like a McDonald's franchise, Tim Hortons, 24/7 run by teenagers. And the last one is investor. Today, I'm appealing to your investor side, sir, because this is an education that is not taught in the education industry. It's totally outdated, and I'll prove it to you, sir. Anybody that joins opportunities that we have can start in anywhere. Employee, let me tell you this. If you're a newcomer to Canada, you want to get a PSW stamp on your papers because you're a doctor back home, we can get you do that in 12 months. We have over 13 colleges across Canada that are teaching that, and we're going to go through a 1-year program. Somebody wants to start a self-employed part-time solopreneurship on the side, we have the best accountants, the best services that across Canada that can help them do that. Another wants to invest in a camel farm in Canada, and we have a big convention center in Niagara Falls with camels and with, you know, products and a place of restaurants, and, you know, people come like a theme park. They want to invest in that, and I have interest of a lot of people in that theme. The last one is investor, where people have money to invest. Listen, like yourself, you worked and helped a lot of people over the years. You have been blessed. You want to do a venture. You want to be a part of something great. The biggest sectors that I see right now that are recession proof is one, the financial industry, which both of you gentlemen are a part of it. Two, the education sector, because we have taxi drivers who have doctorates and things like this. I've sat in their cars, and you can, Bruce, probably attest to this. We have also personal business development. Everybody's genius. You got an idea that you believe so much in it, like the gentleman who introduced me to this opportunity, that you're willing to put everything in it. Don't do it. Let us hold your hand, take you through the process. We have the experts. How does this opportunity unfold in terms of how you get started? What do I do, and what are the opportunities in 3 different sectors: the education sector, the financial sector, the business development sector? All of them have programs on the internet. It's called AI, artificial intelligence. If somebody watches a video, this video for 10 minutes, it will show how many people. I get a statistic, how many people have watched it. Now, when you get into the college platforms, They will teach you and they will hold you accountable to watch all of the programs. So a lot of internet. Educational resources like grants, loans. You gentlemen are in financial services, you know, accounting, you know, payroll, you know, government laws and rules. And I don't know, as an entrepreneur, I don't have time to really dig into that. We're asking you to help our community. So I bring you in as partners to help make this really a reality, because everything can be communicated. People are out there, they're listening, they're watching, they want to be a part of something excited, but they don't know how. They don't have any leadership training. Everybody's individual. We are a society of lost souls out there. I go on the street, people, I run in the morning, Bruce, and I like people. I go say good morning to 10 people. 1 or 2 would answer me. Isn't that incredible? People are lost in their thoughts, even in the morning that the sun is out, the energy is good. So business and financial literacy, which has been my passion for the last 15 years, going back to the camel, coming back to money. You know, the person who doesn't have money cannot take care of their health. That's my belief. And the person who can't take care of their health cannot make money. So it's good like this. Now, the Ministry of Miracle Success Institute will provide more money. We have partners, investors like yourself. We also have other partners who apply to government grants, loans for people, for businesses particularly. So many skilled workers, solopreneurs, businesses out there work really hard, but they don't have the experts, Bruce. We're looking to bring your expertise into this equation to help us educate Canadians about all of these important topics, sir. Now, how to get started, you know, education is the key. We provide the opportunity and we provide the support. We have the structures, we have the banking backgrounds and financial background. You bring your ideas, you bring your business. And if you like to get something started with us, we have opportunities that we can present to you, including in all of those sectors. You just have to go through a simple questionnaire. Every single Canadian, including my children and everyone else, should go through this. You know, fact finding. Fact finding is, what am I really passionate about? What do I like? I love people. I like to guide and help and mentor. I know the challenges. When I was new, Bruce, I didn't have people. I didn't have systems. I didn't have support. I had to go and cut trees and become a Canadian logger and go do construction, whatever I got to do to support myself, to educate myself, because that was my way into this. Lack of educational resources, communication skills. You know, I teach English courses in my community just as a nonprofit volunteer, because we need to communicate better. Lack of training in leadership and business and financial literacy. And we provide all of those and fill in the gaps, my friend. What do? We provide our community with all of the resources and give them a lever, if you will. And this is Archimedes who said, give me a lever long enough and I will move the entire world. We're going to put our forces, our connections, our community, our grants, our power behind every person that joins us as an ambassador, or as I call it, a franchisee, if you will, with this venture. And I will quickly go over the compensation package. I've seen financial services compensation to a lot of other sectors in retail. We have lucrative compensation. 80-20 rule is very simple. Pareto principle. We will teach you that, how to use it in your business conversations or negotiations. Residual income opportunity. Every single page on this presentation has another full presentation behind it. That's why we have the classes. For instance, the financial services business is a billion-dollar and multi-billion-dollar industry. We all know this. And it includes some other subsidiaries like insurance, like investment, like mortgages, like all of the things that have to do with money. And we provide all of the resources to help a person have a full view, an eagle view of themselves and where they are and what happens to their taxes, to their money, and so they don't sit down at the end of life and say, oh my God, I work all my life and I have nothing. This really bothers me. I want to show people that it's possible that they can make money if they put faith and belief in themselves. And I will put all of the prayers that anyone does to God back squarely in your hands through the book, through the formulas that you will read and you will love. people have given me so much great reviews on the Ministry of Miracles because I wanted to create this formula. And now with your help, we can give them the vehicle. I have the know-how how to go from here to China, but how to get into a car and get there is a different story. We will futurize, digitalize, monetize, and optimize your talents, your skills, and we're going to be there 360 every day of the year behind you to help you achieve every single dream that you have in your life. Whatever man can conceive and believe, he can achieve, and we want to show you that the wall of wealth is here. Generational wealth is being changing hands. We have opportunities in business, healthcare, technology, general business development, financial services, tax planning, education, and personal and professional training. We're moving across Ontario and then going all across the cities in Canada to sign up ambassadors to also bring in new people, talent to help us expand this mission. If you have any questions, we'll be here to answer you. And I'd love to get in touch with every person that watches this presentation and answer any questions they may have. And if I don't have the answer, I have the experts. I will ask for an appointment. I will go and connect you with the right people to get you the answers. And our principles are based on very simple. We go from community to community and get this message out. We have number one education consultant here in Toronto. We have number one education financial services and tax. Andy is here. I also talk to Mr. Ed Gilmore. He's willing to participate as a presenter, whatever. He's a blue-eyed, blonde 70-year-old man who loves to talk this funny stories about tax and all of this. And I pride myself in helping people in professional and personal development and business startups. We have a first event Saturday at 11:30 a.m. With Andy's permission. We're going to have that room full with 20, 30, 40 people, and he can tell them about the opportunity. With that, I am complete, and I thank you for your time.